Hey guys, this is Julie J out of Trading Strategies. Had a question. Somebody asked me to post a video, show us how something is done using the 1 hour RTH PTA1. So I have a customer who was letting me know that he found it amazing how the 1 hour PTA1, high and low, A and B, contain the order flow. And it's true. And so we'll take a look at that right now. So, oops, let me put that back up. We have a little bit more to go with the demonstration of understanding it. So, basically, the PTA1 would be the first standard deviation of that realized volatility. So, if we have 14 periods, so over the last 14 trading sessions between 8:30 and 9:30 or 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. for crude, 8:30 to 9:30 for the equity indexes, you can get a complete range of the distribution for that volatility. And that first standard deviation of that volatility will contain price most of the time. So they'll come and test it on the one and send it back in. They'll go to the other side and test it and come back in. And if it breaks it, that's when you can go to your outside levels, wherever that is on another time frame, and trade. But you will not get a breakout day unless you go outside that first hour of trading, the PT1, and for the first hour initial balance. So we can put that on the chart. We can also show it on the market analyzer. So if you would just like to see how many points are available, you can display it like that. We can also display levels in the market analyzer, points and levels for that time period. But for, in fact, if you would like to see that particular market analyzer, I'll put it up. So here it is. I've got now points and levels. So I can see that I have a PT1A and a PT1B. And I know how many points I'm looking for. So with that information, I can do quite a lot. So we'll put the indicator on the chart and show it to you. So here's my 1 hour IB, and I'm also going to put the PT2 indicator on the chart. They sort of go hand in hand. I have some RTH data on that one. I will show you why in just a minute. But so here we can see that we had the PT1, which contained price right at the open. So we have a session open right on that first standard deviation Friday. So we were opening right at resistance, and it pulled back and it went to that bottom PT1 and tested it and came back up. Came back, tested it again, and then took off. So if we just want to visualize the PT1 without any other level, I can put the PT1 by itself on both the open and the close. So there's the open, and then I can put the PT1 on the close because it, or the 1 hour IB on the close. I'll do that in white. And after that 9:30, when you get your initial balance, that'll give you a second level. So just looking at the first standard deviation by itself, can give us some remarkable ideas for support resistance. And if you're going to have a breakout day, you have to be above these. You can't break out without being above those levels. So it's pretty remarkable how the algos will trade to these levels and make them um, support resistance, just the first standard deviation. I'm going to go ahead and put the indicator back on the chart the correct way and show the twos and threes. And now we get levels that we can trade to for the 1 hour IB. Works the same on NQ. Here we went from a 2 to a 2. And again, it will hit the end of this range and act as support resistance a lot because you can't break out unless you're above those threes. It works the same in now. With this said, I want to show you what it's like to put the 60-minute chart, just a regular 60-minute. Did I say chart? I meant distribution. Let me put the 60-minute range on here. Here we go. And you can see that by using the 60-minute range with your 1 hour IB, you can get a really comprehensive little day trading template to use for levels to trade to. And as well as the daily and Globex. The Globex works the same as the 1 hour IB, but the 1 hour IB on its own. So the Globex going into the overnight session, and then you go to your 1 hour IB. But even during the RTH session, the algos will hit those Globex 2s and 3s a lot. So I'm going to add the Globex on here. So you can see it. And you'll see how price reacts to these first standard deviations of the Globex as well, intraday, especially overnight, but intraday as well, especially the 2s and the 3s. So if you find a 2 or a 3 Globex around a 1 hour IB level, you want to make sure that you really pay attention to that level intraday because it'll be a very strong level. And same thing with the um, daily daily ranges. So I've got to add a daily open on here. So with your daily open, your 1 hour IB open and close, and the Globex open and the daily open, you have a dynamite system for seeing where you are inside these nested ranges. And then you understand where you are, whether your volatility is expanding. You can go to these outside levels, or contracting, and then you know it's coming back in. And here you can see that the move was really over at 230, even though it went down just a little bit further. It went down on low vol. So that low vol tagging the daily 2 showed you that it wasn't going any further to the daily 3. And these volatility ranges, you can, mark them up for your time frame, and they'll stay consistent. So um, just having a framework of whether you're, low, medium, or high volatility, and whether that range is expanding or contracting. If it's contracting, you're going to be staying inside those ones. If it's expanding, you want to be looking to go outside the one. So like right here, we had a nice expansion right here, got outside the one, and then after you broke it on, as you know, with the equity index, long vol or short vol means long trades. You do not short these higher targets on short vol. So you don't want to be selling resistance. You want to continually be buying support whenever you get into a situation like this. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to sell these upper levels, and it doesn't work out a lot of the time. Low vol is conducive for a long trade. Low vol range contraction, you can just keep drifting higher to infinity or to your targets. And here it went up to the Globex 1. There were also other targets with the daily ranges, halfbacks and things like that, and weekly halfbacks. But just putting these levels on the chart will give you some great intraday levels if you like to scalp and have a benchmark framework for where you are intraday with volatility, and especially that 1 hour IB. Keeping an eye on the pulse of, the meat is in your middle. So if you're outside the daily one and outside that RTH one, that's pretty much a green light to go to the out of the money strikes and out of the money ranges. So we were above the Globex, above the 1 hour IB, above the daily, and it took off. Okay. Same thing in crude. Here's an example for crude, and it works just the same. You're trading these daily ranges and 1 hour IB ranges, just like you do the equity indexes. And if you get the range expansion, that's when you want to be looking for these lower targets. And here we even went to the tails. So I can help you with setting up your charts and getting you some templates. We've got a new structure for the JATS PT indicator. Come over to the website and you'll see now we're offering a monthly subscription. And sign up and try it out. NinjaTrader 8. Get you the load files and some chart templates. It comes with the price oscillator also. So you can set up the price oscillator to measure the points away from an EMA. So in this example, like the 8 EMA, price was going to the 10 point level, so staying within 10 points. If it went outside the 8 EMA, then it would hit your I think I had that at 26.50 or something like that. But you can outside 25, it would come back in 25 points. But 10 points generally would hold the range on a normal small volatility environment. So between the price oscillator with your PT levels, hopefully that'll help you pull in some profits. And like I said, I can help you with market analyzer templates also if you like to set it up on a market analyzer and be looking to see, we're getting close to a week, end of week. So you want to see where those outside weekly ranges are, or are you still inside the weekly ones? Where are you trading? If you're closer to the end of the month, be looking for those monthly threes, monthly twos. Are you still trading inside the monthly ones? Same thing with the quarterly. So just start paying attention to your ranges and where you are trading relative to those ranges, and that might help you put together a better game plan. Works for all asset classes: fixed income, equity indexes, energy, FX, currencies, metals, agriculture products. It's all the same, these ranges. So monthly, weekly, quarterly, daily, and then we saw just now even down to the 1 hour IB. They also have tails, so you can set an outside tail going out of the distribution a certain distance, especially if you like selling premium, to see where price on a normal. Here we went from February to the end of March, and you could see that it never got outside my tail. So if you're going to be selling premium, just a little bit outside that line would seem to work. So there's many different ways to use these ranges, both day trading and for selling premium. So thank you so much. Oh, I apologize. If you do want a lifetime license, it's the last day to do it. This is Sunday, because starting tomorrow, this is going to be gone and no more lifetime licenses. It'll all be monthly subscriptions from this point forward. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.